Hello and welcome to episode 30 of my Empyrion Galactic Survival tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on showing some of the new changes that have occurred in Alpha 6. You'll notice up here it says Alpha 6.0.1 because Empyrion has just had a massive update, so I shall be starting a new game because when any new major updates or changes occur, it's always makes sense to start a new game, because if you get any problems you don't know if it's caused because of your old save. So I always start a new game. Anyway, most of what's new I've yet to discover, but in this episode I hope to give you an idea of how amazingly the game has become, or how amazing the game has changed and become, because there's been a lot of changes and all good as far as I can tell. So I'm going to click new game. Now don't worry, I'm not going to start how I started the last episode, which was not that one. I'm going to go through these, don't worry. So starting the last episode was pretty much like this, starting on Aqua, easy, and you start with your crash ship, but of course there's so much change that affects that, but I thought it'd make it more interesting for this new series on Empyrion Galactic Survival to try something different. So under the scenarios I've clicked the right arrow and I've seen Dawn of Galaxy, so this appeals to me very much. It's a scenario about exploring an adventure, discovering unique planets and missions which will challenge but also reward me, which I like the sound of very much. The higher you get in levels, the more missions you will unlock. How cool is that? Your final goal, find the ship Danos CV-X7 and capture it and get the ultimate power in your hands, which I imagine would be for me for Treebeard episode 5000. Anyway, recommended for single players, and there is only me, so I'm going to default everything. Why change something when it works? So we're going to start on Ilia, and you'll see there's an amazing amount of changes. So I'm just going to simply click start. Up here, difficulty easy. It could have been a normal day, as always, drinking milk and eating popcorn on an empty Ilia planet. You are the last survivor as far as you know, but after you wake up one day you find uninvited visitors. Try to say hello the old-fashioned and find out what happened with the so-called EX7 station. So it's saying here, start by saying I come in peace, but we know how that always turns out. And down here it's telling us the resources we're going to have, so all the normal resources you expect on your start planet. Let's click start. There is a ton of information on there. What can I say? As we go through the episodes, we'll try to uncover the meanings of them all. So in this new dawn, it's going to build a base for us. We don't have to stay at the base, but it makes sense that we start at the base. Anyway, so briefing. Oh, now reach level 2. You woke up and probably see drones around your suite. Something happened in the last night, not only in Ilia but everywhere around the galaxy. For now you don't know what role you will play, but something is telling you that you can influence the story behind Dawn of Galaxy. So down here you'll see I've got 2 tasks. Make yourself and your home ready. Use the PDA. So that's just to use the PDA. Check your surroundings due to any anomalies. And up here, mission details. Get your stuff from your personal cargo box. Fill ammo into your home ammo box via the control panel and make sure you're ready to go. Now, please bear in mind, this has been a massive update. There are no doubt going to be things which aren't going to work as intended, but the developers will get on top of it. But for now, you know, we can just see what does work and what has been changed. But we do expect, with a massive update, there to be some little glitches. Anyway, so, and I mention that simply because when I put the ammo in, I don't know, it might be just me not doing it right, but we'll see. So, let's go. Okay, so it said use the PDA. So if we use the tab key, that will bring up the PDA. And then you can see it's not done, this is completely changed. They're all up the top here now, whereas before it was horizontal here, now it's vertical up there. So there's the player showing you your inventory. Over here you can swap your armors, but you have to use an armor locker, which thankfully I'll be showing you in a moment. Over here's your health, your food, oxygen and stamina. Now the oxygen really does work in an amazingly brilliant way. Gone are the days of when you go looking for seaweed in water, you have to remember to turn your helmet on and off by pressing the U key. Not anymore. Now when you submerge yourself underwater or you go into an atmosphere where there's no oxygen, you will automatically just start to use the oxygen out of your tank. When you go back to a location where there's breathable oxygen, this will just cease using, so it will stay frozen at the number it's got to. So you'll see when I start gathering some seaweed, which I will be doing, this will slowly go down. And when I surface, it will stop going down. That is just so amazing in itself. It's so how it should have been. So that's perfect. Excellent change. There's loads of stuff. There's now durability on items and armor, and there's a machine, one of our facilities which will repair that. Yeah, loads and loads of changes. You've got body temperatures, body radiation, because now on different planets things can affect you. I'm wearing currently the light armor. You can get medium armor, heavy armor. So we'll see. I'm not going to try and cover everything, just as it becomes relevant. So let's take a look at the tech tree. Tech tree is pretty much how you've been used to it. All the technology is laid out, but don't be surprised if you don't see some new technologies listed in here. Let's try and find one to demonstrate to you. There you go, look, check that out. Light armor is now down here, so we can make ourselves light armor, and it's just really amazing. Some fantastic changes. So that's tech trees. You got factions if you're playing multiplayer, PDA. So here's the PDA that it wanted us to open up. So make yourself and your home ready. Use the PDA. So I'm guessing if we click on that, find your personal cargo box. So under the mission, make yourself and your home ready, use the PDA, you select it, then over here it's telling us what we must do. So let's do that. So first of all, find your personal cargo box. It repeats that under the description. But it gives you more details down here about what you've got to do. So find your personal cargo box nearby and grab all the items inside. Fill your ammo box via the control panel. Press P and select your ammo box. Yeah, so let's show you then what it's saying about that. So if we press the P key, that's how we can find everything in our base. So our personal cargo box, which it's talking about, if we scroll down, well, if I find the cargo boxes, so let's see if I can find them. Oh, here they are. Notice this one says personal, so I select that and click access. There's the stuff that it wants me to take out. There's the ammunition for my base. So if you click this arrow here, it will take everything. And we're going to need the oxygen for our base. So let's do that. Okay, so we've taken everything. Let's come out of there. Because it's our personal cargo box, it exits out of the control panel. But when you access a normal cargo box, you have the option up here to backtrack back into the control panel. So a minor tiny little thing, when you open that and exit, it takes you back out. So just that. Okay, so it wanted us to fill the base small ammunition. So here's a small ammo box. If we access that, and here's the ammunition for our base. So if I put that in, so I'll keep this other ammunition in there, why not? This is my shotgun ammunition, so I'm going to keep that on me. Okay, let's come out of there. And if I bring the PDA back up, Oh, where'd it go? There it is. So you see now that I've done that, I've completed filling the ammo. The last time I did the ammo, it didn't update. So this time it did. I'm happy, so no problem there. It might have been a case of having to just log back out and log back in, which I didn't try. But anyway, it's all working, so it's all cool. I love, in Empyrion, I think it's absolutely fantastic that you can have direction with playing the game. I mean, I know a lot of you might just want to build a ship, fly off in the galaxy and find stuff. With me, I love having these little quests, especially when they're going to give me rewards. So the next one is check your surroundings due to any anomalies. Go outside and check your home. Loot the artifact. So this must be the artifact. Go outside and check your home. After you have grabbed all your stuff from your personal container and supplied ammo to your turret, you will realise outside that you are not alone anymore. Loot the artifact. Use the loot wisely and make sure you are prepared for the journey which awaits you. Sounds interesting. So let's do that. We got to go outside. Now here's a beautiful base that it's built for us. But notice one important thing. When I bring up my inventory, notice that it's given us a chainsaw, but it hasn't given us a drill. And you may be saying, well, there's going to be one in your containers in your base. So let's have a look. If we go in the first cargo box, take everything out. Then the next one, take that all out. I'm just going to go through them all and open them all up and show you a little problem that you might have. Although it's not a problem because you can work it out what to do. Although it might be different, so I'm going to check first. I'm not sure if every time you restart it's exactly the same items you start with. No, so I can see now I've got different items this time I've restarted. But you will notice so far no drill. Without a drill you can't get any ores. Without ores you cannot advance at all. But here's the clue. You get a multi-tool. So let's drop that, drag and drop it down into number 2. Let's drag and drop the shotgun into number 1. I doubt I'm going to use the chainsaw, but let's drag and drop it into number 4. And okay, that's all of that. Okay, so yeah, we haven't got no drill. So can we make a drill? Well, let's have a look. If I press P, bring up the control panel, access the advanced constructor, drop all of the materials I've got into it. Can we make a drill? Because without a drill, what can we really do? And the answer to that is no. We need electronics and we need cables. So I'm going to let you think about that just for 1 minute. We don't have a drill, so we can't get ores. And yes, we could go exploring alien bases, but with just a level 1 tier 1 shotgun, we're going to be pretty dying. You know, if it's got turrets defending it, we're dead. If it's got aliens defending it, chances are we're dead. We really need a drill in order to get our tech up, in order to supply us with better equipment. But how can we do that if we have no drill? Because we need electronics and cables. So okay, let's go outside while you think about that, on how we can get around that massive problem. So the first thing is getting used to your base layout, and trust me when I tell you it's a big base. So let's give you a guided tour of this base first of all. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. But I've got to be so careful because when it gets to dark, because the lights are so effective, I won't be able to record when it's dark. Well, I shall try not to. I'm going to have a couple of things I'm going to try not to do in this series. 1 is record when it's dark. 2, any drilling, because the drilling's just too noisy. So in there you can see there's a bathroom. Now it's not all cosmetic. So up here, these cupboards, if I do the F key, you'll see there's items inside that I can use. They don't rot. Over here it starts us with some popcorn, which is for our food, and mule milk, which is food as well. Plus we get health from them. But remember, the milk lowers our body temperature. Not so bad here, it doesn't matter in our base, but it might be if it's a cold climate. And notice the perish timers as well. So maybe one of the first things you'll want to do when you start is in your base, open up your fridges. So let's minimize them and that. Go to your fridge, access. I tend to access the very first fridge and put everything in there. And throw your foods in there, because otherwise you're going to waste them. Okay, that was 15-minute timer, but there's a bit more I want to really try and cover in this episode. So I'm going to set that for 15 more minutes to make this a half-hour episode. Just so I can start to make a proper bit of progress on this new update. So yeah, I throw my new foods in always the first fridge, just to save me, because it can get a real mess otherwise. You'll lose where you've put items. So what I do is I'll go through all of these and empty out the stuff in them. Because as you can see, there's something in all of them, but I don't want to have to keep looking through them all, so I'll just select the first one in the list and pop everything in there for now. Now, some foods, as you know, give you are effective against poisonous bite or other conditions. So I always check the foods before I just simply munch them, before I eat them, because I don't want to waste useful foods that might cure poisoning. Whereas the popcorn and the mule milk are two good ones to start munching. Just eat them up. Especially the milk, because it doesn't matter about lowering your body temperature. If you do the shift key, press that down, the left shift key, and right click, you can drink that from within the container. So I'll get my food back up to a nice high level. Oh, I notice my stamina's going down with drinking that mule milk. I don't know if that's temperature because of the temperature. Maybe it is. So anyway, so that's cabinets that you can get. Also, you've got the toilets. So if I press the F key, it will do a flushing sound for the toilet, which is quite comical, but it doesn't have a function, whereas a lot of the stuff now does have a function. That doesn't have a function. How do you know automatically if something has a function? Well, because it will give you press F to use up the top. Can you see that? Up the top of the screen, press F to use. So let's find something that's functional, so you can get an idea about how fantastic some of these changes are. So, okay, let's go look at the sofa. If I press the F key on that, you'll see it gives me stamina recovery. So if I was somewhere and using up all my stamina, that's how I could replenish it. The same goes for using a bed. If you use the bed, you can replenish your stamina. Oh, it would have been so nice if that's how you can sleep through the night, but sadly it does not sleep through the night. I've tried. Okay, so let's go stick to what it's asked us to do. That's a little tour of this floor. Let's go take a look. So we got a lift here, we can go up and we can go down, but I know we need to go down. So if we go into this middle corridor over here, are some stairs down. This is really an amazing base that they've built for us. Again, more sofas. Really looks beautiful the way they've done this. And there's another floor down here just to quickly show you. Look, I mean, how beautiful does this look? Over here though, it does have a function. Down here, you'll see I haven't got to worry about food. They put a farm in place for you, and with lots and lots of food, which is so cool. I shan't be starving. So that's one thing in this new campaign, this new start, I don't have to worry about. Always check all of the items, because some of them, like I say, are functional. Let's see if I can find something else which is functional. Yeah, here we go, scanner. So if I do the F key on that, oh, I can't perhaps use it yet, but a lot of the items now do have uses. Oh, over here you can see is a kitchen area, but you know it's quicker to access all the kitchen area just through the control panel, unless you want to walk around your house. Okay, if we go to these doors, how cool is that? And that is now how our bases are encased when on alien planets without oxygen. They have this force field around them, and when you simply walk out, Now, if you're on a planet with no oxygen, you'd notice my oxygen tanks going down. So let's see if we can quickly demonstrate that. Okay, so I'm checking my surroundings due for any anomalies, and also I need to go outside and check my home, and I need to loot that artifact. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll end this first episode. So I'm just going to roam around my base and hope that there's nothing aggressive here, which I don't think there is. It does start you on quite a friendly planet, although there are raptors and there are other creatures which will attack. Luckily there's water right near me. You know I like to build my bases right near the water. But I didn't see this alien artifact, so let's now spread out a bit further from our base. And we'll pick some herbs as we go. Oh, gained level 3. Okay, so let's go back into the PDA. And let's go back to here. Where is it? This one. Check your surroundings. We're looking for this. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. Oh, there it is. It's actually inside the base on the 2nd level. So let's see if we can loot this artifact. Whoops. So I think we're going to have to go all the way up to the top of this base. Wow, this would have taken so many hours for me to build. Oh, no, we don't need the toilet. Oh, here we go. So let's go out here. Alright, it's a good job that I have these saved for a bad day. And today is a bad day, I guess. Where are they coming from? That should keep them away for now. What is this thing? And I don't like the sound that that's coming out. So I've got to loot the artifact somehow. Oh, let's do... Press F to access the alien... Oh, I'm getting radiation, so I better do this quick. Unknown voice. Mission completed. Unknown voice. Hey there. Good you've received our message. We need your help. Please come to May orbit and clear the EX7 station. But before coming, prepare yourself and reach a higher level. A bigger adventure is waiting for you. Oh, how amazing is that? So it's like a whole new game, but I need to get away from this radiation because I think it's probably killing me. Until I understand the radiation and everything. So there we go. How cool is that? I've just done that. I've got a new mission. There is just so much new in this. There's something else. That's another big problem for us to think about, is this base of ours. It's got lots of lights, lots of fridges, lots of food in them fridges. If the power runs out, so will our food, because it'll all start rotting. And plus, if it gets dark, I'm in real trouble because I can't record or do anything. Anyway, they are the problems and dilemmas that we shall think about. That new mission that we've been given is most definitely a long way off. But you can see, how cool is this? Look at this, all these different missions and objectives that we can now do whilst we enjoy playing Empyrion. Okay, I hope you've had a nice little taste of some of the new stuff to expect after it's now this latest massive update. And I'll see you in the next episode where we can go maybe getting a bit of seaweed and start to work out how we can get ourselves a drill. Because remember, I did leave you that dilemma about how can we get the drill if we can't mine. In the next episode, I'll show you. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.